I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Vision. Y'all ready for today's show, gentlemen?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
All right, y'all. It's time for Dishing on The Vision. Fam, happy October. Happy October, everybody. It's October finally. This is the day that celebrates forgiveness and the amount of happiness it can bring to our life. While many people hold on to grudges and fantasize about revenge, Damian, studies have revealed that the best way to heal is to actually forgive the person who hurt you, Damian. And no, forgiving someone does not make you weak, Damian. Instead, it contributes to the creation of a much more successful and happy you. Today is National Forgiveness and Happiness Day. Fill your heart with the light of love and the practice of forgiveness. And it will be the best decision you've made all year long. So, gentlemen, the question on the floor is, how do you deal with forgiveness?
Ooh, y'all, I gotta
and all speak at once now.
Well, damn, I preach about this every time. There's a way that I put it. There's a saying that I have. You can forgive, but don't forget. You can forgive, but don't forget. Meaning, you can forgive that person. You can forgive that person, but you definitely, damn sure, do not forget what that person has done to you, because they can come back and do it. They can apologize. You can forgive them, but if they do it again, then you don't forget that. And then you can be like, all right, then that's the time you can decide if you want to cut ties, if you want to, do whatever you want to do. But how I deal with forgiveness, I tend to don't, if somebody apologizes to me, it depends on who that person is and what they did to me. So it's like, if it was a really petty situation and they apologize, I forgive. All right, moving on. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Then, you know what? Forget about that. But if something big, something huge, then I'm like, should I forgive this person? Absolutely not. I'm sorry, but y'all say don't keep a grudge, but I'm sorry, but there's going to be that one person that I have to keep a grudge against, because it's like you went way too far.
I'm with you.
Yeah, got a point.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, lots of points, lots of great points, and yeah, I'm the type of person that don't hold grudges, but yeah, I have this one person, that I can't forgive. I cannot, and us as Christians, because I believe in God and He wants for His people, if we want to go to heaven, we have to forgive everybody. We have to.
Mm-hmm.
And I am trying my best to work onto that. I really am. But it's hard. It really is. Because of this one person. And I'm not allowing this person, to dictate onto my life. No. The past, the old Damian, oh yeah, he would have, but I have learned, no, you don't get to run my life. But just like what you said, Prince TJ, there are some things that you just cannot forget. You cannot. And, it quite depends on the person. Like for me, how I deal with forgiveness, it quite depends on the person. It quite does. Like if it's something all petty, small stuff, yeah, I forgive you onto that. But if it's something very extreme, you like hurt my feelings to the core, and you just don't give a, you don't give a damn. Like, I can't forgive you. I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah.
It's just nonsense.
Yeah,
it's just, yeah. And it keeps happening. They apologize again, over and over and over. Like, that's not enough for me. That I have to see actions behind. You know what I'm talking about? Because the apologies, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
They always say actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
And you gotta show me. You can't just say that you're gonna change and you apologize. No, that's why I don't. accept right away. That's what you don't accept right away. You have to accept when you start to see change. That's when you can accept.
Yeah.
What about you,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah.
I agree with everything everybody's saying. And one person told me, we're gonna keep it real on the vision, keep it real on the vision.
Yeah.
One person told me that you can apologize all you want, but it's never gonna change the actions that you caused.
Ooh.
And the truth of that is that you can do so much apologizing, so much sorries, but the more sorries you say, make you a sorry person that you ever was and will ever be. If I'm gonna
Well,
speak, if listen, if you say so much sorry,
yeah,
then you're sorry. You're a sorry person. I'm sorry, but you're a sorry person. Because forgiveness, yes, we're told to forgive people just to let the situation ease off and to bring light to the situation. But at the end of the day, TJ is right. You cannot keep apologizing and not having actions to your apology.
Yeah.
You oftentimes, this is me personally, this is me, and I sometimes think about how many times I forgave people because I've been forgiving people for a minute, and I feel like my forgiveness doesn't add on to the actions that I get. I forgive a lot of people because I'm a good person. I feel like my forgiveness goes on and just be unappreciated because people would just run over and do the same things over and over again. And it low-key hurts because if I'm being real, it hurts because it takes a lot of me to forgive the actions that you caused and did to me. That hurts because that shows what type of person you are. Because I'm willing to forgive, but I'm never willing to forget what you did. And then all of a sudden, you just want forgiveness after you just did what you did, and you just want to be willy-nilly a good person and just have a happy days. No, ain't no happy days because you caused a wreck.
Yeah.
And you want people to forgive you, but you're not going to show actions to working towards that forgiveness. I learned it the hard way. I gave so many people so many chances of forgiveness. It just was just crazy. And I just took things and let it slide because I was a person of, okay, I'm gonna forgive you. We're just gonna leave it alone just to get out of the situation. But when you keep repeating it and doing it over and over again, it low key is hurt and it's sick because that tells me how sorry you are that you can use my power to overhaul your actions. We're not about to have that.
Exactly.
We
That's
not.
why. Yeah. That's why I say
We not.
you have to be careful on your friend groups. You have to be careful
Absolutely.
hang around because people they can portray a different type of character, but when they get behind the scenes or when they get backstage or they don't get their way, when you tell them no, then that's when they become a whole different person that you've never seen before. And you're like,
Exactly.
wait a minute. And that takes us back to the conversation that we had last week when we talked about fake people.
But my thing is though, like it hurts because
it does.
it just shows how it just weakens you because people would just look at you as a weak person when you forgive too much. That's what something I learned because I don't like it when people would do the same actions that they cause, the same hurt, and build on to more hurt. That just don't make sense to me. It don't.
Also you have to watch on your personality because people tend to take your personality for granted. They tend to walk over when they
walk over.
Their ego gets so big and so oh I'm on top of you, and then they scoop so low to belittle you, belittle your personality, belittle your character, and it's so sickening. I remember when I was working on this one particular show, and I was experiencing this one person walk over the next person, because he was like, "Oh man, I'm this. I'm in charge. This is my, title. I created this. This is mine." Like, excuse me, you don't have any say in this because I created this. I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Since when did our egos get so big that we have to scoop down low to belittle other people, to make other people feel that they are nothing? So you and your ego, so you and your self-esteem could be high. So you can tell yourself, "Whoa, I'm a big guy. I'm the big guy in charge." No, that's not the right thing. I'm pretty sure we've all experienced that when somebody has been to the point where you feel like, damn, am I even good enough for this?
Yeah.
Am I good enough to work under somebody who is belittling me just because you said your title is above mine?
And that speaks, that truly speaks volumes right there, because I definitely experienced that, like seriously, and I'm glad that I am over that. That's behind me now. But that was tough. That was hard because just like you said, Prince TJ, like, am I good enough for this? Like, am I? Like, why am I even here in the first place to begin with? If you're so up here and you're making me so small down here at the bottom, like dust. Like, come on now, let's get real. Like, why is that? Why are you if you call yourself so-called friends, let's just say that. Friends don't act like that. Best friends don't act like that. Those, what we talked about last week, fake people. And they will do whatever that they want to do. They don't care about your feelings, your emotions, this or that. They only care about themselves.
Absolutely.
I mean, seriously.
And feelings carry a high weight.
That's why
moods and feelings carries high weight.
That's why I tell you that when people when I go on all these different platforms, like here on this show or on the radio or on my podcast or my show, they always ask, why am I continuing to praise Seymore Productions? They're like, okay, we get it, Seymore Productions. But it's like, I've never worked at a company who you could feel more freedom. And it's like not freedom as a bad way, but freedom as a good way, where you can have a voice, where you will be provided a platform to use your voice, to not be belittled, And that's why I got it right here, right now. Give my flowers to Mr. Bry'Neir Seymore over there right now, because, and I want to take time to do this right here on the show right now, because let's put it like this: he's the president and CEO. He's head of charge. He's chairman of this company. He's the reason why we're doing this right now. We're being able to produce this wonderful, lovely show right now, and Mr. Damian Anderson right now. But Damian, we'll save him for another time.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, but the reason why we're doing this right now is because this show is under a lovely company called Seymore Productions. And let me get back to this point. He's president, CEO, chairman, in charge, head of everybody in this company. And not once has his ego ever got in the way of his business, got in the way of his. And let me tell you something. That's real leadership right there. That's real leadership right there.
Yes, it is.
You can go different companies and their egos get in the way, their self-esteem gets in the way, their mindset gets in the way of their business. They think that they're bigger, they're better than everybody, but not one. I'm not saying this just because we're on, the show. I can say this off. Bry, there's never a point where I've talked to Bry and that he made me feel like I'm lower than him, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? There's never a point that I could, or that I call Bry or he called me, or we're in a meeting together. Never, not once, not for a point second that I feel that I was lower than Bry. No, man. And that's what I love about leaderships or leaders like Bry, who could make you feel comfortable, make you feel like you're not some other human being from another planet, right?
Come on now.
We're not perfect, but
Yeah.
he shows a perfect example of imperfection.
That's
Woo!
right. And
So,
also, to add to there, someone who listens. Like seriously, he will list like that's I mean, that just speaks volumes right there. I mean, seriously. I mean, you
Yeah.
care, you let us use our voice, and that just means pretty much everything to me. It really does. So hands clap. Hands clap to Bry'Neir, seriously.
absolutely, yes. I love someone who could be a leader, a friend, a brother, and a mentor.
All of those things. All of those things. Yes.
All in one. So thank you, Bry, so much.
Yes.
And
I
yeah.
appreciate that because that's my number one goal. Is to feed off and like fight for opportunities. It's hard. And I know it's hard because oftentimes people just don't get how it is important to show up and grind for success. A lot of people sometimes just wants to fight just to get to the top.
Right.
We're already at the top. We just got to stay there. You know what I'm saying? And we work hard every day. And my number one goal is to create opportunities, is to provide for so many. I've been good enough to do a lot of things. I've been good enough to do things. I've been good enough to do leadership, but I just feel like I just need to, create a garden, create some type of, place for everybody to join and do what they love. And I feel like that's what the goal here at Seymore Productions is. And the goal is quite well met, as you can tell. And that's number one goal. Like studio, we're gonna get a studio, office space. Like we're gonna have Seymore Production cars, bumper stickers to put on people's cars. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the goal. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
But once again, I definitely appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for those flowers. I did not expect that at all. All right, so we had to take a quick break, y'all. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys for the conversation as well. We had to take a quick break, but coming up next, we are discussing our thoughts about showing respect in a relationship. So do not move. We have more division coming up.
See the world through the vision on social media by simply going to @TheVision TV Show on Instagram, X, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure you subscribe and hit that bell on YouTube. We'll see you there.
Welcome back, family. All right, y'all. So people have a lot of ideas about the word respect. And they have a lot of ideas about what the word respect means. Sometimes it is used to mean admiration for someone important or inspirational to us. So today we're talking about respect in the context of dating. Fellas, let's talk about the responsibility and respect in a relationship. And I'm pass the floor to Mr. Anderson.
Where should we begin with this? Because there's lots. I mean, lots. I think I pretty much broke this down, I think on our first show. But
Really?
yeah, I think I did, or the second show. I can't remember. Um,
Do you know?
well, first thing, of course, is the listening part. Of course, you have to hear each other out seriously. And then, I think this is what's missing, in relationships today in general. Um,
Mhm.
and that's probably why there's many divorces. I don't know. I don't know. But you have to let, your partners know, each other know that you appreciate them,
Mhm.
that you value them, that you honor
Yeah.
them. I don't be seeing that. I don't be seeing that. Like, give them their praise, honor them. Where is
Yeah.
that at? Just like, oh, you did that? Okay, good. Talk about your day with each other. Sit down at the dinner table, have a conversation. Too busy arguing this and that for what reason?
You got a point.
That's not gonna solve nothing at the end of the day. It's not. Bickering back and forth, you going to bed angry with each other, you waking up, pissing off with each other, fighting all over again. Like, who wants to be in that type of relationship? I don't. I don't. But
That
you
not
have
lie.
to no, you have to respect. Here's the thing. You have to respect yourself first. That's the number one
Yes.
thing. Because if you can't respect yourself first, how in the freaking world you're come
Yeah.
on now. Like, really?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. What Damian was trying to say, how do you respect yourself? Wait, hold on. What? Damn, I'm just
How
messed
do
up.
you
How
expect to
can you
respect
respect
yourself?
yourself, but you can't respect others?
Wait, wait, wait. How do you
Hold on,
Oh,
flip it around, flip it around. How can you respect somebody else if you can't respect yourself?
thank
exactly?
you.
How do you have?
Yeah.
He said, "Well, dang, we all
Flip
messed
it
up."
around. He had the right concept, but flip it around.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's right. Okay, this
But I
October
mean,
stuff.
it's the truth though. I mean, seriously, it's the truth. We don't respect
Got a point.
ourselves. We don't.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I think that well, when you mentioned going to bed angry and doing all that arguing and stuff, I
That's no
think it's
good.
very important. I think it's important here and there to go to bed angry or to be
Oh,
angry at your partner here and there.
that's
You
not
say you think
good.
it's important? You
I
said
think
important?
I think it's important, and I think it's very healthy for the
Whoa, 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 whoa,
relationship.
whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the brake. Hold the brake. Ho, ho, ho. What do you mean it's healthy?
I think well, because we all know a healthy relationship isn't peaches and cream and
Yeah.
hi, how you day doing today? That's not.
Mhm.
I like a little I like a little spice in a relationship, you know.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, TJ. I get what you're saying. But I also
Uh-huh.
get what Damien is saying too. I feel like you have to respect both parties in the relationship. This goes back to, I believe, show number one, the 50-50. It's 50% your part, 50% the other partner's part on the relationship. I'm sorry to tell you, but don't go into a relationship without having the right goal in mind, because it's just quote unquote wrong for you to go on in a relationship and just be highly disrespectful, talk very hateful about each other. It's literally not healthy. I understand you're supposed to argue from time to time, but
Yeah.
just don't do that because it's not healthy for you. And I'm sorry to tell you, but the disrespect in relationships don't build on to your life. Because the disrespect in relationships affects you mentally, physically, socially. If a man tells a woman how ugly she is, how unfit she is, that is quote unquote called disrespect, and that hits her self-esteem. Vice versa. If a woman tells a man he's not man enough to be for this relationship, that quote unquote her self-esteem disrespects the relationship. You understand? It's all about social boundaries.
No,
Yeah.
but on that end, I feel that that's just being honest.
Do tell. Do tell. Do tell.
Well, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, if a woman comes into a man and says, "Well, you're not manly enough," because some men out there just aren't manly enough. And if a man tells a woman that, tree monster, I think it's just all about honesty. But there's a quote.
So let me ask this. The question goes on the floor.
Hey, how you say it? Boom.
So you have the question for you, TJ.
What?
Go ahead. Am I cutting you off? I hope I'm not cutting you off. This the question is on the floor. Would you tell a girl, if you look at a girl's body,
oh Lord,
will you tell the girl you ugly to her face while she's trying to pleasure you?
No, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't be the straight up like you ugly. No, I wouldn't do that.
So what would you say if a girl presents herself that's not pleasuring to you? What would you say?
First, I'm take off my glasses because maybe I'm seeing something, and then put it back on and just tell her that maybe you have to have standards for yourself. And I have standards for myself. And in my standards comes with, non-tree monster like. I don't know how to non-tree monster because like I said, I think I said this, and I don't remember what number episode it was. I think it was the first show that I said no tree monsters.
Yeah, you did say that.
You did say no tree monsters.
Yeah.
I can't date a tree monster.
Yeah.
You know what? This relationship ain't gonna do because I already, from day one I had standards. Sometimes tree monsters. Was that too harsh? Well, that's how I would say it. I don't date tree monsters.
But what about the love for you? What about the love? Like, where's the love coming in?
Okay, wait.
I mean, if you okay, yeah, sorry. We do have to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Division coming up. back to the Vision, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we are having a great conversation today about respect and responsibilities in relationship. And the conversation got heated, man. And to the point where I had to ask TJ the following question. So if TJ was to have a girlfriend who is not up to par to his standards, if he's going to be raw, I want to know, what would he say if a woman was just not affectionate in her body that I want to know what TJ was going to say to that woman. Since forms of disrespect comes as relationships, of course, take its course. I wanted to know, what would he say if a woman was to show up and wasn't pleasing to TJ? So what would you say?
I'd say, like I said, I don't date people who, tend to be tree monsters or anything like that. That's just in my standard rule book, per se. You know what I'm saying? Nobody here, and if we can all be real for a second, nobody here wants to date a tree monster. Am I right? Am I right? Anybody gonna answer? Damian wouldn't date no tree monster, bro. Wouldn't date no tree monster, and that's the end of the conversation.
But Damian and Bry wouldn't go to Damian and Bry will pick the females they will want to have, not the females they don't want to have. And then Damian and Bry keep those thoughts in our heads because we know it will disrespect the women.
No, that's not. I don't see that as a symbol of disrespect. So
you calling a woman ugly will be disrespectful, not disrespectful.
Hold on. Because you could get with the woman, then later down the road, you can be like, wait a minute, you know what? She got, tree monsterish down the line. And then you might not be interested. You might not be interested anymore. So all I'm saying is, how do you keep it honest? Be honest. If you're holding in those thoughts, say if you get with a woman that you really enjoy, that her looks are amazing, pleasant, but as the years go down, your standards change and your preferences change, and she's not fitting in that preference of yours.
So what would you do?
I don't date dream monsters. I wouldn't say like that, but I, put it out politely, I promise you I'm not no disrespectful person to any females. I'm very respectful to females, actually. I promise you that. Any girl
doesn't sound like it to me. Doesn't sound like it to me.
Any girl I've been with could tell you that I've been nothing but respectful,
This is funny because
y'all are not
being honest after this.
Y'all are being honest.
What do you mean we're not being honest?
They're not being they're not being honest with the viewers because they have not still yet to answer my question.
What question was that?
What was my damn question?
That's all.
His question was, would we date tree monsters? Monsters. My response was, I would go to the girls who I would want to have. I'm not gonna.
No, I revised the question. I said, well, later, if you have that, but your preferences change, and she doesn't fit in that category anymore. She's not attracted to you anymore. Like maybe 10, 15 years later, down in your relationship. What are you gonna say? Are you gonna keep it in and just break her heart at the end? I'd rather be honest and tell her straight up.
So you gonna be like when you and y'all like 15 years married, you can be like, hey baby, we have a baby who's 15, and baby, we just can't do this no more.
Yes.
Sorry.
What would you do? Hello. So I'm still here.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. if we being honest, there will be some times when I was in a relationship, and sometimes I will lose interest in the girl. I will lose interest in the girl.
What
You know
are
what I'm
you
saying?
gonna say?
Like, if I was to like somebody for a very, very long time, I would lose interest. Like my affection would stop.
But that's not the question.
Can I get to the answer?
But go hurry up, because time is ticking. This is our show.
What I would do, I wouldn't. I'll give it some time to work it out. Because I'm not gonna hold you. If I'm spending listen, we got built up time. It's built up time.
Wait a minute, hold on. No, that's not healthy at all. That's not healthy at all to do. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have.
Let me see. You're pleasing her, but you're not pleasing yourself. That's what you're about to say.
No. I'm gonna give an example real quick. My parents, they've been married, a year before I was born, so about 16, 15 years. Towards the end of their marriage, things, took a turn. They weren't interested in each other anymore. What do? They kept it in as long as they could, just to keep us happy, the kids happy. And they kept it in as long as they could. Now, they're like separate. Like one sleeps in the room, one sleeps on the couch in the living room. And it's just like a whole different, it's like a bad representation to us onto what to have for us, what to have for our marriages. I'm sorry, but I look at my parents' relationship and marriage. I'm like, I don't want mine to be like that. To keep all of that in, to keep all of that negative, toxic energy in. No, that ain't gonna be me. I'd rather be honest. And even if we do have kids, like what you were saying, Bri, we have kids there in 15 years. Even if I do, I still be honest, so we can keep it on good terms and still keep it good co-parenting. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, nothing is wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. I get what you're saying. Because I'm sorry, but if somebody was to, be with somebody for a long time, love each other for the time being, and all of a sudden the time gradually just gets to a point where you're done. And I get that, because sometimes like you said, like all things must come to an end sometimes. So I get what you mean. Relationships sometimes do come to an end, but when you are being affectionate with your partner, I feel as though you must keep the ultimate respect and just be frank and be like, okay, I think our cups run over. I don't think I'm saying that quote right, but I think everything just is out of play now. And I get that. Sometimes some relationships, some marriages live on to be long and long and long, but I definitely get what you're saying.
Because if the girl would have come up to me and be like, "Hey, not interested anymore," at least she was honest, and at least she didn't keep that toxic.
And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I feel like you should be honest with your partner. That's really good respect.
What would you want? Honesty or toxicness? Or fake?
I want honesty. I want honesty. I really would want honesty, because I want people to be honest with me as if people want me to be honest with them. Like literally, I would get. But there's a certain level of honesty you should give, though.
No, I don't believe.
Wait, what?
I don't believe in that. If you're gonna give, you need to give the whole honest truth.
Yeah. Yes.
Of course, the whole honest truth. Of course, yeah.
But there shouldn't be levels of honesty.
I mean, no. What I'm saying is, like, you don't want to be too honest enough to hurt the person. I mean, sometimes the truth does hurt, though. I give you that. Okay. The truth does hurt, though.
I think I can refrain on what you're trying to say. I think you can be honest, but keep it respectful.
Thank you. Thank you. That's
okay, because I was about to say.
Because I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes the truth may hurt. If your man feet stink, tell your man your dang on feet stink.
Yeah.
No, excuse me. If your wife got a
What?
if your wife got an odor, let her know.
You better be honest, because if she go,
you have to be honest. I mean, I'm gonna tell her flat on, like, there's an odor in here. I can't do the things I need to do, so you got to get that fixed. Like, hey, I'm letting you know, heads up.
So how are you gonna say?
No. Gentlemen, this what you do, gentlemen. Wu-Tang, 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 Wu-Tang.
Gentlemen, let's not do that.
No, you got to be.
What would you, Damian? What would you? How would you say it?
I mean, I would be, respectful saying it. I mean, I don't know how I would say it, but I mean, it's going to be the truth, the honesty. I mean, I'm not going to sit around and keep doing it, and it's not, I cannot believe I'm saying it, but it's not pleasing me because while I'm doing it, it's just this smell. Like, I can't do that.
Turn off.
Yeah, it's a complete turn off. Like why every time she wants something, it's a turn off for me. It's like, oh, I gotta give you what you want. No, I can't.
Ooh, it's funky here. And men, be honest. It's gonna set you free.
Yes.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. We don't want nobody breathing up your back saying how dishonest you are. Right. You had it.
That absolutely. And with the odor situation, if y'all go out the house and somebody else tell your girl that she a little funky, oh, that's your ass. Because she gonna be like, why didn't you tell me before I left the house and all this stuff?
Right, exactly.
Fuss and argument. So you might as well go ahead and be honest now.
That's
before,
right.
Somebody else say it.
And you better be careful. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. Well, that wraps up this topic about respect and responsibilities and relationships. And listen, you guys, you can always chip in and let us know what you think about it on our social pages. We have to take a break. Keep it right here.
See the world through the vision on social media by simply going to @TheVision TV Show on Instagram, X, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure you subscribe and hit that bell on YouTube. We'll see you there.
ego is simply our sense of self-importance and self-esteem. But when left unchecked, it can lead us to value how we appear to others more than growth and progress, leading us to avoid failure at all times. Fellas, what has your ego cost you? We're going to start with Prince TJ.
Well, I mean the damn cost of the show, the whole damn episode.
Yes.
But I think cost of what my ego has costed me. I think I gotta say it, but my ego has costed me doing my daytime show. My daytime show. The first one that I was supposed to have, in 2022. It's supposed to be, well, if y'all don't know, a pilot called It's TJ. No one, if you wondering where it's at now, because it didn't get picked up. Because so much going on. My ego was just big at that moment. And I would never deny that my ego has put me in a place where it's made me feel that I'm bigger than someone else. And I would definitely won't decline that, because I think these fellas can back that up. Like, Prince TJ has a huge ego. What did Beyonce say? Got a big ego, So I definitely have a big ego, and definitely my ego definitely gets in the way a lot of projects and a lot of things. And I think that's why we definitely had a lot of fallout last year when we were working together. I don't know if y'all fellas remember, but it was this one time when we had a conversation on the show, and the commercial break, everybody was silent. Everybody was not talking. Kind of how it is now. That's how it sounded, y'all, during the breaks. And it was because I allowed my ego to get in the way of certain things. I took what was on that show and I took it behind the scenes. So when we have our debates on scene, I take that behind the scenes and I let my ego get in the way of that. But now it's a whole new year. I've changed, I've matured, I have, everything in between. So we good now, y'all.
But this one, and I'm quite honestly, I'm dealing with this right now, still to this day, honestly. Because I don't think y'all know this or anybody knows this. But actually, y'all, like right now, as of 2024, like this was supposed to be my second year in the classroom as a teacher.
Oh.
Yeah. And that is one of my biggest regrets, my mistakes in my entire life. Because as of still to this day, I'm still in college. And I wish back in 2019, I had stayed at the university that I was at. But I didn't. And I regret that to this day. I seriously do. But time is going slow now. It is going slow. And I don't know that will I ever be in a classroom by 2023, perhaps. I don't know. But I'm dealing with that right now. And
2023?
That's a lot of time.
I know, no. I'm saying though, will I be in a classroom by then? Because I don't know.
By 2020?
Yeah. I don't know if I will.
It's 2024, Damian.
I know. I'm saying 20. What did I say, y'all? I said 2023. I'm sorry. I meant 2030. My bad. See, y'all, because I'm just over it. I'm just but
no, it's not that he's old.
Yes.
But no, seriously though, that is one of my biggest regrets and my mistakes in my entire life right there.
Definitely appreciate y'all so much tapping in with that topic, man. That's a good topic. Don't y'all think? We really, learn, really, really. But we have to break, but do not move. We have more division coming up.
See the world through the vision on social media by simply going to @The Vision TV Show on Instagram, X, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure you subscribe and hit that bell on YouTube. We'll see you there.
Word got. Like you got to shut the hell up. Like gots to go. Plus, I'm highlighting these amazing women in my spotlight. And I'm showing you all the great life hacks.
Charms for Life is the perfect place to get your jewelry and bracelets at the most valuable price. And you're in luck because shipping and handling is free. Tap in at Charms for Life.
Closed captioning and other consideration for the vision provided by
Welcome back, fam. Amazing show today. Man, we just did what we did. Literally, we learned about each other, and we hope you can learn with us, and we can learn throughout this whole season on Division, man.
Our partners.
For tapping in. We are now in the month of October, meaning more great, fantastic shows. Isn't that great?
Yes.
Our learners.
Yes.
You know? Okay.
What?
Until then, we'll see you all next week. Peace.
We make it happen.